All right, so I was having a problem with our 2018 Honda Odyssey. The rear wiper was not working. You turn it on and it would go the one way fine, but then it wouldn't come back to the end position. So I figured it was the motor. And so in this video, I'm going to show how to replace the rear wiper motor on the Honda Odyssey. All right, so you start with taking just the little clip cover off, and I think this was a 10mm wrench that I used. It's a little tight, but you get the nut off. So this was actually the hardest part, was actually after the nut was off, getting the wiper blade off itself. So it's just kind of jammed on there very hard, so you have to like rock it back and forth to get out. So I wasn't able to just do it by hand, and so I got a adjustable plumber's wrench and kind of got a good grip on it. And once I did that, it was a firm grip, and I kind of rocked it back and forth. It popped right off. So this rubber grommet was pretty easy to get off by hand. You just kind of had to fidget with it and yank it off. So the trim came off from the tailgate in 4 pieces. So you have to start with the top piece here because they're all kind of layered on top of each other. But the first one just really, you can get out by hand almost. I was using just a little, something to get some leverage on there, but it's just 4 clips and pops right out. And then the next piece you'll see here was a little bit tricky. You just have to get a little flat screwdriver and pop these little nuts out on these next 2 pieces on the sides, and then actually on the large trunk piece on the bottom, pop those out as well. So super easy. Once you figure out what they are, you'll see there's a spot to just kind of slide your screwdriver in and pop those out. All right, so this is when I realized that I kind of did this out of order. The piece where you hit, where the button is to open and close the tailgate is has a wire going to it for that button, and you can pop this out. And the video isn't the most clear here, but you should do this before you take that last piece off. It just has a couple of clips on the top. If you can wedge something in there and pop that out, and then unclip the button, and it just takes like a little screwdriver. There's a clip in there to pop out. It comes out real easy, but definitely just do it before you take all the other clips out of the tailgate. So you can't quite see it here, but the clips in that piece that comes out is actually on the top of the tailgate. So it's like 3 clips on the top. So, try to push those in with, like a prying tool of some sort. And then you'll see that you can't quite see it here, but I needed a screwdriver to get that clip undone, because it's kind of it's like a lock in that clip that I couldn't get to with my finger, so just use a screwdriver. So there's the new motor, and you can see the new replacement part came with the bolts in it as well, and it has the little rubber grommets on there and everything. So basically you just need to take the power clip out of the old one, and then remove the 3 bolts on the old motor and just junk it, and then pop the 3 new bolts in from the new motor, and that's it. All right, so once you've got the new motor in there and got it tightened down appropriately, you definitely should turn on the motor and make sure that that post is in the off position. So when you put the wiper blade back on, you know exactly where it is in the off position. So that's the biggest tip I would say don't skip that part, because then you're gonna put it in at the wrong place. But basically, you know, test it, make sure it's in the right spot, and then put the blade back on, tighten it down, and you're good to go.